Hello, this is Dotman, and in this video I want to talk about how to create taxation methods for my Planetary Management plugin. So once you load up the Planetary Management plugin, you can go into taxation methods over here, and you can see a list of the taxation methods that are currently available to you. You can click on any one and it'll tell you how it works. To create a method, you go down here to the Create Tax Method form. And the first step is to give the method a name. I'm going to call this My New Tax Method. Next, you need to decide whether you want this method to be available for natives, colonists, or both. If you just select colonists, for instance, it will only appear in this list, but not in this list. Going back to here, you can see I have to enter my name again if I click away from the screen. I'm going to have this method available for colonists and natives. And next, you need to decide how you want your method to work. There are three main sections here. You have the main method, which is the tax that it's going to apply most of the time. Then, if you want, you can specify a different method if the population grows over 6.6 million. That's the population at which growth is cut in half. And finally, you can specify a different method if the population is at maximum, which means it can't grow anymore. So I'm going to specify my main method first. The two options currently are growth tax and safe tax. Growth tax taxes down to a certain happiness and then taxes at zero until the population recovers to a different happiness. So say up here, this growth tax 7100, you can see it will tax at the highest collectible rate down to 70 and then tax at zero until they recover to 100. So let's say for my new method, I want to tax them down to 85, and I want to let them recover to 95 before I tax again. You can also set a minimum number of clans that have to exist on the planet for this method to apply. If the planet is less than that, it'll tax at zero. So I'm going to say I want there to be at least 1,000 clans before this method does anything. Next, you can see if the population is greater than 6.6 million, I can specify a different method or keep it the same. In this case, I'm going to keep it the same. I don't want to do anything different. And if the population is at maximum, oftentimes you're going to specify something different here because there is no point in using growth tax if the population can't grow anymore. So I'm going to change this to safe tax, and you can see it gets rid of the maximum happiness. All we have to put in is the minimum happiness we want to tax down to. And I'm going to tax down to 40 because that's the point at which the natives or the colonists just do not start to riot. Once you're happy with your parameters, you hit Create Taxation Method, and your method will appear in the list. You can see the text here, and you'll be free to assign it to your planets.